Hello, Virgo season is here. Hope everybody's having a good time and a good day. Hello to my collective. It is your girl, Oscar May. I am here to do a collective. I'm here to do a collective message for you for Virgo season. We're going to see what we got going on for this season. Virgo season is a very good season for manifestations, as every season is. I feel like we can manifest in any time. But with Virgo, this is really about the hard work that we've put in to get what we want, right? So when you put in that work to get what you want, Virgo season tends to be a time in end of August, beginning of September, where you start to see some sort of harvest. Hey, how you doing, Rock? Thank you for joining me. Okay. So we're going to look into the Virgo season, see what's going on, what routines that we need to maybe improve upon. I don't know, but the Virgo season definitely feels very inspirational. I feel like it's going to be a lot of new things coming out, things that have been waiting to come up to the surface are going to be here. They're going to be on the surface. You're going to be able to see them, feel them, experience them at this time. So that's going to be something like where people's attention will be caught right on things and have a lot of focus on it. Okay, but take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Okay, for whoever else may need it. This is going to be a good message. Look at that accumulation just popped out. I'm gonna leave that right there. Let me get another card with it. But our angels, our ancestors, and our guides are here with us today. Okay, always and forever. Thank you for that. Our higher selves are in alignment with the universe, and God is always and forever with us. So the first card that did pop out here was accumulation. These cards look a little bit like they were designed like this to look a little beat up, but I love that about it. It looks ancient. It looks I don't know. It looks like something worth looking at. But anywho, the card of accumulation talks about the things that you grow, right? The things that you've accumulated over time, the routines, the practices that you have put into place that start to gain results, right? It is a vase of flowers here, right? So when you get the flowers, you have to do things to ensure that they stay healthy, so ensure that they grow. I see bees actually here in this card too. So there's a lot of prosperity at this time for us in this Virgo season. You need to go ahead and stake your claim right now. Something about beauty, right? Because Virgo does talk about beauty. So the beauty of things, how strong something is or how resilient something is here, right? Accumulation of prosperity, accumulation of wisdom, accumulation of resources, accumulation of anything. It could be accumulation of contacts. I'm even hearing like people that you're talking to. You're starting to, I don't know, be around maybe even more people or the right type of people. Like it's starting to, like things are starting to pick up pace, like you being in the right place at the right time. All right, so your accumulation of time, accumulation of resources, accumulation of growth. Okay, let me get one more card here with this energy for the Virgo season, for the collective. I love that energy to start off here because definitely Virgo is about the harvest. So with that beautiful vase there with all the flowers in there, this is almost like you've been able to pick from your harvest, right, and create something even more beautiful with that. So if you've grown something that's beautiful, and with that beauty, with that abundance, you get to grow even more. You get to create something like within that. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do we have here for this Virgo season for the collective purity? I love it. The scales, and it's not scales. I always say that when I see this. It's not a scale. It's actually a like a tool that I cannot remember the name of this tool. I'm gonna look it up. Let's look in the book because this is the second time this card has come out for me, and I did not know the name of the thing. So let's find out, my collective, what this is. I'm going to do some research. Let's look at both cards. Accumulation is 73, so that number may be important. That's a 10, okay? And then you have purity. Where is purity? Oh, that is purity. 73 and 128, which is 11. So, this card says, the symbol here says, this scene depicts a room where someone has just been initiated into the mysteries. Their hair has been ritually cut, offertory, incense burns, and the clean white linen cloth is ready to be put on. The initiate has been or will be told the rules and what is not permissible for when to engage in. This card represents higher morality and the acquisition of or a return to one's in return to one's ethics regarding the situation. Okay, so it says make sure you remain morally clean. Any attempts to be sneaky or underhanded or to otherwise play dirty will ultimately end in failure. So you can't take shortcuts here with this purity card. You have to be pure, you have to be honest here, you have to be, basically with a clean heart, clean mind here in this Virgo season in order for things to be real. Okay, so let's look at this other card real quick, because these cards have some really deep meanings. And the other card you got was accumulation. Okay, and it says the bees represent productivity, sacrifice, teamwork, focus, and order. Their entire existence is dedicated to accumulation for the sake of their community, and the bowl of fruit symbolizes the abundance of such efforts. So you got to remember, the whole group has to be pure. That's what I'm seeing here with this energy of accumulation and purity. The things that you have accumulated need to be pure. They need to have good intention around you, right? You need to be surrounding yourself with things that are of your well-being, of your goodness, of your highest perspective, right? Your highest good. And this has to be you also for other things. This is not just how things work for you. Okay, so Virgo season, because Virgo energy does talk about the community, right? It reminds me of almost the Aquarian energy where it does help people, right, to get to where they're going, to make sure that they manifest and become into their mastery, right, of who they truly are. But that requires you to remove a lot of what you have accumulated, and the things that you are accumulating past that have to be pure. They have to have, a high standard. I have to, you get what I'm saying, guys? I know you get what I'm saying. Okay, but these bees with abundance and productivity, this is a constant thing. Productivity means that it's a flowing cycle of something that's happening, continuously. Okay, and this does require sacrifice and teamwork. So this is about making sure that you are doing the right things with the right people as well. Right? That you are doing the right thing even when no one else is around. Okay? And this detachment at the bottom, this card here, the leaves of this flower will always fall away. They will grow, but they will always still fall away. So nothing is forever. Nothing is meant for you to hold on to. Right? So this clean sense of yourself, this pure state of yourself allows you not to have attachment. Okay? To be pure means you don't have attachment to things. When you have attachment to things, you are actually very cluttered. You are actually very, in a space of not being able to see clearly, not being able to feel your way around things, not being able to make the proper judgments, the right discernment, okay, when you don't have a sense of purity around you, right? When people aren't being pure with you, you don't know their real intentions, all right? So who are you working with? I'm also hearing that. All right. That was pretty good, but let's move on. Let's move forward. Let's see what else we get here. Accumulation and purity. So whatever your hands must be clean here. You cannot have dirty hands. Okay, so if you need to wipe your hands clean of something, then do that. Don't be afraid to do that during this season of wiping your hands clean of something that can taint what you have. Okay? All right, let's see. This is for the collective for this Virgo season. Please hit that like button, guys, if y'all are feeling this message. I got 2 cards in, and we're already doing what we're supposed to be doing. All right? Hit that like button for me. All right, let's see. For the collective, we have grieving. Okay. Grieving is growth, though, I just heard, and animals. And okay, this grieving is growth. So there's something here about you may feel this month where you have to get back to a state where you thought you have maybe come out of, right? Some type of phase in your life where you thought you have completed something. You figure there's no more that needs to be done here, but in reality, there is more. Yeah, the truth card is here, right? So there is some more truth here. There is some more learning to do with something. You may really at this time feel, coming from coming from Leo season, you may feel very confident, very like, I did it. I did really good. Virgo season will come and kind of show you a mirror. All right. They're going to show you, okay, well, this is where we're at today. Okay. Or are you in that pure state? Are you in muddy water right now? Okay. To accumulate the proper things, again, you need to have a clean state, a clear sense of what you're doing. All right, so the grieving energy is blockage, is clutter, it's thinking negatively, it's, this animalistic energy here. Anytime this card comes out, always think about going back to your natural instincts, all right? But our natural instincts, sometimes the things that we've learned that aren't the healthiest for us, right? So it's really, again, we're looking at the truth of what is your true instinct versus a natural instinct, because a natural instinct is like what I'm getting here with natural instinct, even though it's something like, it's almost like we can't help it, right? So we can't fight it, right? We can't get mad at ourselves because we had to like go into our naturalist form of ourselves, because sometimes that can feel uncomfortable, because this could be something that can be seen in a negative light, right? So Virgo season is asking us here with this grieving, and the truth here is asking us to really look at just the process that we're going through. What is the routine that I'm doing? What is the way that I'm eating? Like, how is it helping me? This is really looking at our inner workings. Okay, our inner workings is what we are focused on here, and how we actually operate. You have good luck at the bottom, so you're doing good no matter what. Take it easy this month. Don't go too hard this month. I feel like in Leo season, we went hard, right? We did it every day. It was like a grind. But Virgo season is actually to really sit down. It's okay, right? It's the season to relax. This is the season to look at yourself in the mirror and see your beauty and improve upon it, right? And sometimes that doesn't look like what everybody else can see. It only looks like the work that we do on ourselves, all right? Until we are ready. Again, I see this butterfly here. It goes through that process of internalizing itself before it is seen as this beautiful creature where nobody sees it, okay? Where nobody sees what's going on, but it's a process of transformation happening. So when you do emerge again and you're looking at that mirror again, all right, it can be a new view of yourself. When you know that you're ready, you know that you're ready. I feel like this grieving energy feels like you want to be somewhere else that you aren't quite yet, but this is also about doing that work. This is why you can't have attachments even to the outcome of something, or even to the process that has to happen in order to do something. Because if you really want it, that process won't be an issue, right? That animal energy is like, they know they got to eat. So they're not worried about, oh my God, I got to go out there and hunt. I got to go do this. I got to go see if the animal. No, they just got to do it and make it happen. And that's that. You get what I'm saying? Okay. All right, let's see for this Virgo season. What else do we get here? No, they don't want me to use this card. They want me to use these. All right, let's see. What do we got going on for the Virgo? Not for the Virgo, excuse me, for the collective during Virgo season. Let's see what we have. We have the emotional loss, which is the 5 of Cups. Oop. Okay, so many cards. I feel like a lot of us, though, with this 5 of Cups energy, it's like coming off of a high. I'm seeing somebody that, like, not necessarily say you are somebody who drinks, but I'm just seeing this energy of, like, when you do a lot of something and you need to, like, kind of come down off of that energy, sometimes you have to release. So this emotional loss doesn't really feel like sadness. It just feels like a lot of like detox. That's what I'm getting. It's a detox that's happening during this time. You may need to detox, right? Take some supplements and do smoothies and maybe fasting and things like that. It's like getting rid of the junk. That's what I'm seeing here. Getting rid of the junk. that purity energy. You got to get rid of the junk. So that's the emotional loss, right? Things that you've been holding on to for too long, or even short amount of time, right? Sometimes something can happen to us that same day, right? It can happen to us early in the day, and we're like holding on to it, like, oh my God, why did that happen? This should have happened like this, or maybe you start thinking about it, but just releasing it and going, you know what? It was what it was. It happened, and I'm here now. I'm not there anymore. I've moved past it. That purity, letting things go of what can be accumulated and stick, right? Because we want to accumulate, but we don't necessarily want to hold on to everything that we accumulate. Okay, let me get a few more cards, 2 more cards here. Ooh. I don't want that one, thank you. There we go, authority. The Emperor, yes, 5 and 4 equals 9. So the Emperor is here. This is the energy of discipline I'm seeing, okay? This is the energy here of not taking no BS, not even from yourself, not from no one else and not from yourself. You're staying very disciplined. You have a goal in mind. You have something here. And this is why the emotional release is important with the Emperor, because he can't hold on to too much and still be successful. He has to be kind of focused, not kind of, he needs to be focused on the important things, right? On the priority, and not being focused on the things that kind of holding on that are just have no use, but we're still thinking about them. We're still having it affect us, right? So just letting that go. You being that authority in your own life. You have the devil here with temptation, but you have the passion being ignited. Okay, this is, again, I'm seeing it as energy of like almost being in the gym and really like, I'm hearing the word excretion, like to release. When our skin, when we sweat, we excrete toxins out of our body. When we even cry, we release our emotions out of our system. Yeah, so this passion being ignited with the devil is like all those things that were kind of trying to take over the system, right? Trying to be, when your emotions become a little bit bigger than the system, than what you got going on, than the goals that you have, then you got to take a step back and say, hold on, let me gain control of what's going on and make it make sense and make sure that it's in order and make sure that this is not affecting me. So this energy here with the devil, I'm getting actually really good energy. It's just keeping things in check, right? You got to keep yourself in check, keep others in check, making sure that people aren't overstepping their boundaries. You aren't doing too much to overstep your boundaries, making sure that you are staying in a healthy state. Because I feel like this is a time during this Virgo season where we could easily slip back, right? Because Virgo's, that energy of the Virgo can be very like a hermit, right? Very much inside, inward. So we could kind of snap back into things that we have redirected ourselves away from already. All right, look, you have the 2 of Swords with the mind, the conflict of the mind. All right, being in your head, like, wait a minute, is it worth it? Am I doing the right thing? This is not the time to second guess yourself. All right, you need to close out this little doubt. It's like this part of your mind is open, right? You have this part of yourself that's sitting here like a solid mind. You know what you want. You're going to do it. But then this side is the second guessing, like, wait, should I do it? It doesn't feel right. Or, wait, what's going on? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just seeing everything that shouldn't be as this mind, this red mind here. It shouldn't be those thoughts. You need to have a complete thought process here. I don't know. All right, let's get it going. Virgo season is upon us. And what shall we get? What shall we expect this month? You're going to have people here that's trying to test you this month too. So please do not be triggered. The Emperor is here saying don't be triggered by stuff. Let things go and act in a way, your actions need to be very logical at this time. You can't be in your emotions, because if you get caught up in your emotions and in your feelings and in the past, then you're going to be a little bit behind. Right? Because this passion is ignited by, it's almost like being triggered by the negative. All right? Being triggered by negative things in order to make something else positive, though. Does that make sense? We got that Page of Cups there. All right. Page of Cups is stay creative, stay optimistic, stay open. Don't be closed off here. You have the Six of Pentacles. That's the first card that comes out. I love that here. The Six of I don't know if I said the Six of Cups, but the Six of Pentacles is a good card for negotiations, right? Negotiating with yourself, even negotiating with others, and getting a good deal out of it. Like whatever it is you're trying to negotiate, you're trying to bring whatever you're trying to do. I feel like it's a good negotiation. That's just what I see with that. So you may be. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles is showing me too that your priorities aren't the same all the time, right? So the Six of Pentacles isn't like I'm giving only to this. I'm only doing this one thing. All right, sometimes your focus will have to shift and you will still have to maintain that balance of whatever it is that you're doing, or no matter what is happening, no matter the circumstances here. So some type of moral standing, right? I think that did speak about that here. Your morals and your standards need to be pure in what you're doing, right? You have the Six of Cups. I think I was saying that. The Six of Cups is here. Two sixes is very good energy, harmony. With harmony with the past and harmony with the present. Okay, harmony with the Six of Pentacles in the present, and harmony with, it's like things that are owed to you are being given to you at this time, right? If you want something, right now is a very good time for you to go out there and get it, because you're going to obtain it rather easily. All right, I like that. Oh. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles is definitely like you getting what you want, or you being able to obtain things with just ease, right? When you ask for it, you get it. When you do it, you get a good result. We have the Lovers, which is the opposite of this devil energy that came out with the with the Seven of Cups. So your choices, your options right here will be of like almost like a moment, like you can pick anything, you can do whatever, but you still need to make smart choices about it, right? Because the Seven of Cups can be very much like temptation, but it also can be an energy of like just your everything that you've been wishing for coming up almost at once, and you got to put focus into each thing, right? So it's like if you want it's like embodying energy is what I'm seeing. You have to embody different energies at different times. It's not always about just like one way of doing things, because the Emperor can be very straightforward and like one track minded in a way at times. So not attaching yourself to one particular outcome, right? That Virgo energy can be perfectionism. So this is not perfect energy here, but it is energy that's very suitable. Right? It's not meant to be perfect, because perfect doesn't mean that, like, perfect means a completion. That's what I see. Like, perfect means like you've gotten everything that you wanted, so what else is there to do for it? This is not that type of energy. This is the energy here of you embodying different types of energy to get different things, to get, outcomes that you need. There's not one way here. There's not one mask to wear here. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. That earthly energy is there to do the work, right? During his process of working, he may need to switch up his lane. He may need to switch up his style. He may need to, switch up his routine at something. So being able to adjust to different things, but still being able to maintain at this time is going to be very important. All right, so you don't want to overwhelm yourself with things, but you want to be able to be flexible and adjust, but still get the job done. You are definitely receiving because of that. Love that energy. Yes. All right. Let's hear with this temptation and the Ace of Wands. That is like 10 cards. All right. Let's see. What do we get for the collective? All right. Here we go again. The Emperor. Emperor is here twice. The authority has stepped into the building. You know what? When I see, and even though this is Aries energy, when I think of Virgos, though, they do have a sense of authority about them, right? Not every Virgo, because some Virgos are very gentle, but there are Virgos that are very like the rules, like they will follow them, they will tell you about them, they could tell you them inside and out. It's like knowing the law. I'm hearing um, knowing the game and how to win it. Like that is a Virgo type of energy. Ooh, yes, the Wheel of Fortune is here. Things being very very forward for focus. Okay, I was gonna say prosperous, but it's more like forward focus, not being stuck on something. The attachments to things are not there with the Emperor. You have the Queen of Swords. Speaking your mind at this time is going to be very important for you. And look at this. You have the Two of Cups. I love that. The partnerships, the agreements that work. I'm hearing contracts or a go here. Things are happening. This Devil energy is not negative energy in the least bit. It's more so energy of just the intent of something, like the pursuit of something. Like that pursuit of happiness is a devilish energy, honestly, because you're pursuing it, right? It's like you want it, you don't quite have it yet. So there's something here about that, like you wanting something, and that Wheel of Fortune is saying, yeah, it's possible for you to get it, but are you ready to go on that ride? All right, the Queen of Swords is saying, I'm willing to do what I have to do. It's like, yes, make an agreement with the universe and saying, I'm willing to go through the ups, downs, and everything to get to this point that I know I'm supposed to be at and doing what I'm supposed to do. All right. Let me get another card here for my collective. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I love this. A lot of Pentacles here in your energy. You have the the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles here. So a lot of Earth energy here. This is Virgo season, so that makes sense. But the Earth energy doesn't mean that this is not, like, it's not low energy. This is the surface, and things grow on top of that surface. So things are definitely blooming. Harvest season is here. Ace of Pentacles. And look who's at the bottom. You have the King of Swords, with that Queen of Swords being here. So a lot of different agreements. Things that you have already agreed to in your soul path are like those opportunities are arising for you now. So you may need to make some adjustments into how you're doing things here too. All right. So this is why it's telling you all of this energy is like, don't get too attached to what you've been doing, because things can change at any moment. And when they change, then you just go with the flow of it. You stay centered in yourself and knowing that this is just the right path. This is not like, oh my God, I'm starting from the beginning, or, everything has collapsed. No, this is just like, okay, I had to make an adjustment. I had to pivot. I had to do something here. This devil energy is like you could be chasing something, but you're chasing it down the wrong path. The Ace of Wands puts you back on the right path. All right, it keeps you in line. So staying in line here is very important for you this month in Virgo season. Okay? All right, let's see. Let's get some, I want to get a color for you guys for this month. What's the color for the month? Let's get like 2 or 3 colors for the month for Virgo season. I shouldn't say that for the month, because it goes in from August until September. So for the season, what are the colors we have for my collective? So we have sapphire blue, fulfillment, joy, prosperity, inner peace, and beauty. I spoke about beauty in the beginning. This sapphire blue, though, is very healing energy. It's sophistication of some sort with the sapphire blue. Very sophisticated. It gives you something of, it's something here of like, of subtleties, though. Right? So it's like fulfillment in subtle ways, joy in the subtlety of things, prosperity, not in the most abundant of ways, but in ways that, you don't feel left out. You don't feel like you're left without. Okay? So you also have this color of chartreuse. It's like a lime green color. Chartreuse says cheerfulness, distinction, acceptance, and imagination. Okay? So these 2 colors here are nice together. They actually kind of really go together in a really quirky way. Right? So it's just like your serious side and your playful side. Your side that is more accepting of things, right? Because this card gives me a sense of, the sapphire blue gives me a sense of contentment with things. But this gives me like that new perspective, that new idea. What else is there? What else is out there? What else can happen, right? I like what I have, but what happens if I did this? What happens if this wasn't here and I tried this? And you just, accepting that type of thing. And then you have black, power, sophistication, protection, and elegance. Again, this energy of sophistication is here. but with a little pop of something more, right? This isn't like things. Something can be very. This energy is giving me like somebody who is very much has a serious side, but when they kind of let loose, it's still them, but it's like just another side of them, and it's really good, right? I don't get somebody that's like letting loose in a way like it's embarrassing, but this is just like that other side that actually brings things in. One side of you keeps things intact and how they are, which is like this blue energy. And this energy is what brings things in for you, right? It brings you into a state of feeling good, feeling happy about having something new in to bring into your collection, into your accumulation of things that you have, right? This purity allows new things to come in and you not get bored with the old, all right? Or things being like so standard that there's no change, okay? But again, this energy of protection is here with black, okay? Black is a very good color. Of course, it's a good color. You see me, I'm black, right? But nonetheless, black is a good energy, though, just to feel very like you can almost do anything, right? Yeah, it can be in the darkness, but if nobody's seen you doing your silly dance, then you can do it as silly as you want to. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Like you're protected no matter what's going on. And look at the bottom. You got gold, wealth, success, prestige, and prosperity. Sophistication, once again. You got all these energies. And the word came out here. I didn't even realize sophistication. That's what I've been saying. Something here feels very sophisticated. It's sophisticated in a way of like, again, you're living in a high standard of yourself in your highest light. All right, you're doing things on a high path, on a high note. Right, this devil energy would love to take you back down. This energy here, though, with the Five of Cups, is what you release. You're not holding on to whatever. The key, like the devil has this key, like as if they're trying to hold it back, like they're trying to say, no, you can't have it unless you do something else, right? The emotional loss is like, I don't need that. I got my own key. I got my own stuff to do. You know, it's like the devil can't really tempt you to go down the wrong path. All right, so don't let it. The devil can't tempt you to go down the wrong path. Only if you want to go down that path will you go down the wrong path. Okay? What am I taking up here? All right, let's get some of these. For the Virgo season, for the collective, let's get some last messages for them, please. What do we got? What advice do we have? So a letter, expect a message maybe. There could be some type of notice here that you may get. There's going to be something here about reviewing documents. Pay attention to the news at this time. Communication is going to be very important. Mercury energy with the Virgo. Okay, communications are going to be important for you to actually understand the communications that are coming in. Yeah, the key. Okay, so the letter and the key, you may need to be open. You may be opening up something at this time during Virgo season that is just meant for you. It's like unlocking the door that was meant for you, or unlocking that thing that was meant for you to see, to make you acknowledge something, give you confirmation on something here, right? A lot of good energy. You have meditate and contemplate with the new moon in Pisces, which, interesting enough, we will have a full moon in Pisces during this season of Virgo, because that's the opposite sign of Virgo, it's Pisces. All right. Thank you. Believe in the impossible, a blue moon. All right. I don't know when the next blue moon is, but you could create that blue moon for yourself. All right. All right. I'm going to take them. So we got the end of a tough cycle approaches in Capricorn, more earth sign energy. So the believing in the blue moon is like, believe that something can change. All right. The end of some type of, like, this isn't forever. Okay, you unlocking some type of new door, some type of new way, some type of newness into your life at this time. All right, you got Pisces again. The full moon says balance spirituality and practicality. And then you have the full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. All right, so again, I spoke about that energy of Aquarius earlier in the reading, because the community is important, right? And also you standing out and being very unique. Like I said, show the world the real you. So this is a community, but you being unique within that community, right? You being, like, don't be afraid to kind of show who you truly are, because there's more sides to you. Both of these, with the fish on here, there's more to you. It's not just one way. You have like two sides. So tap into all of you. here during this Virgo season so that you are actually balanced. All right. If you're only in your highest light, sometimes you gotta go in our little negative bag, our darker side. And I don't mean to say negative, I meant to say darker side. And our darker side can be a side that seems negative. It seems a little ugly because when it happens, it changes things so drastically. Our dark side can change things up in almost like the drop of a dime. All right. So be mindful how you use that darker energy of yours. Like, remain in your, still remain balanced in the light, but our dark side brings things out of us that change us, and it changes our environment, changes our perspective, all of that. So, the energy is not the worst if you're not using it in the wrong ways. All right, my guys, I love this energy for the collective. I hope it resonated with you. And if it did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back with more. I'll talk to you later. Deuces. Bye. Love you. Happy Virgo season and happy birthday, Virgos. I didn't say that in the beginning. Oh, I don't know how to end it. There we go.